This is Vegeta 8259, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Master Grade Char Zaku 2 version 1.0. And this happens to be the special edition 20th anniversary edition. They released this kit back in 1999, I believe, when the Gundam franchise turned 20 years old. And they released Char Zaku, the RX-78, GPO-1 Full Burner, GPO-2, and Zeta Gundam in this chrome-plated finish. So, since it was a little bit different from the normal Zaku kit, I decided to pick it up. And other than just being chrome, it's no different from the original kit. Now for colors, you're going to get this light red, which is, it's not quite pink, but not quite red. That's the only way I can describe it, is light red. Then you're going to get a darker red for the middle of the torso. You're going to get a bright red for the backpack and the Heat Hawk. And he's got some black parts for the elbows, the chest, knees, and feet. Some of the weapons are molded in black. And then the rest of the stuff, polycaps, the parts of the hands, parts of the inner frame and joints, are molded in gray. And he's got a couple clear parts for the mono eye and stuff like that. For articulation, his head is on a ball joint, goes up and down. It rotates about that far. Actually, if you're very careful with it, you can get it to go 360. Just be careful not to knock these old pipes on the side of his head off. The torso has no articulation at all, although if you move the head all the way, the cockpit hatch does open about that far, not very much. Anyway, the arms can go forward and back. There's a little joint down inside the torso, and they can go out until the shield blocks the movement. But if you move the shield, they can go out a little bit further. Then they can rotate 360, and there's a rotation below the shoulder, but for some reason on mine it's really, really tight. This is my third Zaku 1.0 kit, and my other two aren't quite that tight. Let's see, it has a double jointed elbow, but despite being double jointed, it can only bend about 90 degrees. And for the second Master Grade ever released, that's kind of understandable. I think at this point Bandai was still trying to work out the bugs of the Master Grade line. But there's rotation in the elbow. And he's got the old style Master Grade hands with a ball joint wrist, ball joint thumb, and then the three fingers are separate from the index finger. I forgot to mention the shield is on a ball joint as well. And the little spiky shoulder armor on the other side is also on a ball joint. Now onto the skirt armor. The front skirts are on ball joints, but they do not move very much at all. That's about it. The side skirts are on a peg. They can go in and out a bit, rotate ever so slightly. The back skirts do not move, but if I can get it out, there is a little thingy back here which lets you mount the bazooka to it, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get it open. Anyway, this little square thing right here flips down and you can mount the bazooka to it. And the thrusters are on ball joints, so they can move up and down and wiggle a little bit. Anyway, the hips are on ball joints, so they can go, the legs can go forward, and they can go back, and they can go in and out a little bit. The knees are double jointed, and they can bend about that far. Although you want to be careful because the Zaku 2.0, this leg cable is just a spring, so there's no deal in, bending it is no problem. However, on this one, it's a polycap with a spring around it. So if you bend that too much or too far, it's going to warp that polycap. Anyway, the ankles go forward and back about that much, and side to side a bit, and hardly rotate at all, so not much movement in the ankles. Oh, I forgot the knee armor can go up and down. So that about does it for articulation. Not very impressive because, like I said, this was only the second master grade ever released. Now for his accessories, I did do a little bit of painting on this kit. I forgot to mention the inner frame, what little of an inner frame there is, and his accessories I painted in a metallic gray, as you can see on the hands and the backs of the knees and the thrusters. I painted those metallic gray because some of the parts were gray, some of the parts were black, some of the parts were chrome black, and it was just really inconsistent. So I went ahead and painted them all in flat metallic gray color so that just it'd be more consistent and look a lot better. So anyway, his first accessory is his Heat Hawk, which is just one piece, and it's chrome red, and it's got a little peg where you can mount it on his side skirt or on his back skirt if you wanted to. Next up is the good old Zaku machine gun, and it's got a couple moving parts. The handle right here moves back and forth. The little scope can move up and down a little bit. This little pink thingy here is a clear piece. I painted it pink. And the magazine can come off. And let me get something to pull it out with. This little polycap here can come out and has a little peg on it. So you can basically do the same thing that you did with the Heat Hawk, mount it on either the side skirts or on the back skirt. And it comes with an extra one just in case. Next is the Zaku's bazooka, and it's about the same as the machine gun. It has a movable handle, movable scope, although this one has rotation in the center of it. It's just got a polycap so it can rotate around. That's just so you can move the handle around. So this little clip looking thing right here, that lets you mount it on his back skirt, and you'll have to rotate it to move the handle out of the way to do that. Now next is something that all that stuff you just saw you get on the green Zaku, but if you get Char's Zaku, you also get this giant tank gun, which I believe was taken from a I can't remember what the name of it was. That little green assault tank with the little jet fighter that came off the top of it. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is the gun to that tank, just outfitted for a mobile suit to use. And it's got two handles on it, and this one on the bottom here moves back and forth. And that's about all it does, other than just look kind of cool. Again, the whole thing was molded in black, so I just painted it metallic gray, just like all the other weapons. Now, Char's Zaku also comes with two Sturmfausts and little clips that you can put them on either his legs or his skirt armor. And they just kind of go in like that, and you can clip them on. Now, the idea was, it's basically a missile on a stick. The mobile suit holds onto it, presses a button, and it launches. Well, it's supposed to launch off, but it seems to be stuck. It launches off and then blows up stuff. And last, he comes with an assortment of hands. The posable hands you already saw. It also comes with a set of neutral hands that are just kind of dangling there, and a set of fists. A couple of extra accessories. He comes with 2 different antennas to suit your taste in mobile suits. The real type antenna, which is what I prefer. And then he also comes with the what they call the TV type, which is more accurate to the show. And there you can see the difference. Comes with a plain Zaku forehead that's left over from, and he comes with a little unpainted figure of Char in his pilot suit. And that's about it for this review, and I will see you guys next time.